In this video, I'm going to be building the best possible team right now in NBA 2K23. My team, the best team in the game, has changed completely since the drop of Season 5. There's been so many good promo cards, free cards since Season 5 did drop on Friday, and I do believe the new best possible team is a lot different than the last time I did record one of these videos. So at the starting point guard position, let's just get right into the team here. It is going to be Galaxy Magic Johnson, but also guys, let me know in the comment section down below, what would you guys change about my best possible team, and maybe let me know your guys' best possible team in the comment section down below. But I do feel like Magic is the best point guard in the game, and also next to our starting shooting guard, I feel like it's a better combo than Ben Simmons, because we all know Ben Simmons is going to be the backup point guard, being the second best point guard in the game. But I do feel like the combo of Magic and our starting shooting guard is better than Ben Simmons, which I'll explain later in the video. Magic though is such a good 6'9" point guard with a 7-foot wingspan. I just think he's so elite on the court. He's got really good dribble sigs, for a 6'9" point guard with a Steve Francis size up. Like, unreal that this card has a really good size up. He's also got the Kobe escape, MJ dribble style. That Dame behind the back on Magic is so nice to have in transition. Jump shots on quick timing, so it's now a pretty decent jump shot. And everything that was wrong about this pink diamond, everything that was bad about this pink diamond Magic, like his dribble style, his jump shot, are now all a lot better on his Galaxy version. So for me, I do think Magic Johnson is going to be the starting point guard. Is just unguardable in the offensive end. He's 6'8" also at the shooting guard position with a 7'2" wingspan. Stats and badges are cool and really well rounded for this card. He's got 30 Hall of Fame badges, but that does not mean anything for T-Mac and why he's the best card in the game and why he's at least a top 3 card. And that's when you go to the animation screen. He's legit got the best jump shot in the game with the KPJ base, the Oscar Robertson upper, which is literally what everybody runs in Park. Like, if you ask anybody that plays like Comp Park, they'll probably tell you this is like the best jump shot to be running in Park. If anyone does play Park and is watching this video, let me know if that's true, because at least that's what I've heard from pretty much, most of the Park community and the My Career community, that the KPJ base with the Oscar Robertson upper is the best jump shot in the game, at least the best like combo of jump shots. So he's got that on quick timing, and then he's also got some amazing dribble sigs. He's got the MJ dribble style T-Max size up, which is actually pretty underrated. And then he's also got the Steph Curry escape, which means he can do the Curry slide. He's got that really good Curry escape as well. So I mean, his movement is going to be unreal. He's got some really good crab animations, obviously really good dribble sigs, the best jump shot in the game, and he's a 6'8" shooting guard with perfect stats and badges. So at least a top 3 card in my team. For me, I do feel like he's the best, and he is obviously going to be our starting shooting guard. And then next to him might be a little bit surprising. I think the new best small forward is actually the Galaxy Mike Bantam. I mean, this dude is absolutely unreal to have on the court. Now, if you want to run Billy Knight and him together, then maybe you can kind of run the duo. But if we're not really counting their duo, I do believe he is the best small forward in the game, even over a guy like LeBron. He's a 6'9" small forward with a 7'1" wingspan. Super well-rounded card, but just like T-Mac, the stats and badges don't say it all when you look at this Mike Bantam card. It really comes down to the animations, because just like T-Mac, he's got one of the best jump shots in the game. Like, this might be a top 3 pairing jump shot in the game with the Kyle Kuzma base and the Rudy Gay upper. It is such an easy jump shot to green on quick timing. Like, it's so easy to green in that catch and shoot. And then he's also got some very elite dribble sigs and the normal leaner as well. He's also got really good defensive animations and a pretty good player model, and he gets just some crazy defensive stops, swings around the court at a very high level. So I do feel like Mike Bantam is going to be the best small forward, and really good next to Magic Johnson and T-Mac as well, because we got height, we got defense, and we obviously have duo offense with Mike Bantam and T-Mac. And then at the starting power forward position, I still do believe KG is not the best power forward in the game. I think he's probably the second best power forward, but obviously I think we need to keep David Robinson for the backup center position, because yes, Yao Ming is going to be our starting center, and if we were to go D-Rob and then KG off the bench, who's going to be our backup center? Like, we can't use Pink Diamond D-Rob, so we probably got to go for like a Marc Gasol or a Joel Embiid, something like that. So I feel like the better thing to do for the best possible team is actually put KG at the starting power forward position and then D-Rob off the bench at the backup center. I mean, both these cards are still some of the best cards in my team. Like, KG is such a good power forward. He's 6'11" with a 7'2" wingspan, basically perfect stats and badges. He's a great defender, 97 block, 95 interior defense, with tons of good Hall of Fame defensive badges like anchor, box OBs, brick wall, clamps, interceptor, post lockdown, and rebound chaser as well. And then you take a look at the animations on this KG card. They gave him the LaMelo Ball base, so he's got such a good jump shot on quick timing. And then they also gave him like point guard dribble sigs with like the De'Aaron Fox size up, MJ dribble style, Kobe escape. Like, this card can literally move like a guard at the power forward position. So I think honestly, so far, these first 4 cards will just play so well next to each other because we got the defense in Magic Johnson and KG, and then we got the offense with T-Mac and Mike Bantam as well. And then the perfect way to round off the starting lineup is going to be with the Galaxy Opal Yao Ming card, who probably is still the best card in the game for like 99% of players because he's just so easy to use in game. Like, he's literally unstoppable. I mean, we all know by now, if you've been playing my team since he did come out on January the 20th, so over a month ago now, you'll know Yao Ming is probably still the best card in the game for majority of players and is one of the most OP and broken cards we've like ever seen in my team. Like, this card is absolutely ridiculous. That probably should have came out in like April or May, but he came out in January, so it's unreal that we already got this card already. And then, like I said, D-Rob is going to be our backup center. But this starting lineup, guys, if you wanted to build the best starting lineup, I guess you would go with this. But I think for the best possible team, you probably do want to have D-Rob off the bench just to run the backup center position. So looking at D-Rob here first, we'll actually start with our backup center first. Usually I start with the point guard, but David Robinson going to be our backup center. He's still so elite even at the center position. He's 7'1" with a 7'5" wingspan. He's got perfect defensive stats. He's basically just KG with arguably a better jump shot. That's definitely up for debate. I mean, they're very similar. Like, if you look at KG and D-Rob, their stats and badges are going to be very similar. I think D-Rob's probably got better, stats and badges for the defensive side of things, with a 98 block and a 98 interior defense, and pretty much, yeah, almost every single Hall of Fame badge in the game except for Pick Dodger. So I think defensively, D-Rob is probably a little bit better than KG. Offensively, it really comes down to whose jump shot you do prefer. But D-Rob definitely going to be our backup center. And then at the backup point guard position, like I said, it's obviously going to be Magic Johnson. I think him and Ben Simmons are easily the 2 best point guards in the game. I know a lot of people do like that new Denny. I think he's really good for his price tag, but I think you just got to give the nod to Ben Simmons as being the second best point guard. He's 6'11" with a 7-foot wingspan and just such an unreal card on the defensive end. He's going to be one of the best all-around defenders in the game just because of his height and his wingspan at the point guard position. Now, looking at the backup shooting guard, this is where things do get a little bit tricky, and there's honestly a ton of different ways you can go about this. So for me personally, I would go with Ray Allen because I feel like he's the perfect, pairing alongside Ben Simmons, because Ben's got that height and that wingspan to go alongside Ray Allen, who's, a little bit undersized, only being 6'5" with a 6'8" wingspan and maybe not being the best defender in the game. So that's why I didn't do this, right? Because if I start Ben Simmons, yes, he would work perfectly besides Tracy McGrady, but now off the bench, we're going to be a little bit more undersized and not the greatest defensively. Obviously, Magic's still a very good defender and is 6'9", but it's just kind of better to have Ben Simmons next to not the better offensive card, because T-Mac's a way better card than Ray Allen offensively, but it's just nice to have Ben Simmons' height and wingspan and his defensive capabilities, and next to a guy like Ray Allen, who is obviously a little bit shorter. But now this is where things do get a little bit interesting, because this is definitely a possibility that you guys can do as well. So what you could do is actually start LeBron at the starting small forward position. You could get rid of Ray Allen and then go with Billy Knight at the backup shooting guard spot, because if you do this, these 2 cards actually become a dark matter as a duo, and now they're going to have 30 Hall of Fame badges. So I feel like if you're counting Billy Knight with the duo, I think he might actually be better than a guy like Ray Allen, because if you look at the duo, Billy Knight's now going to have 30 Hall of Fame badges and becomes a dark matter. His stats don't really get upgraded too much. I mean, +6 interior defense is actually pretty nice to have. But I think, honestly, if we're counting the duo, I think Billy Knight might be better than Ray Allen, with the duo. So if you want to do something like this, I think that obviously works as well. If we're not really counting the duo, I'd probably start Mike Bantam and then go with Ray Allen off the bench next to LeBron. But let me know in the comment section down below, what would you guys do with those like kind of 3 or 4 players? Would you guys start LeBron and then have Billy Knight and Mike Bantam off the bench, or would you kind of go with what I have, Ray Allen at the backup shooting guard position and then Mike Bantam and LeBron as our 2 small forwards? I feel like this might be better, but if you can get those 2 cards, Mike Bantam and Billy Knight, it honestly might be beneficial to start LeBron, who's obviously still one of the best small forwards in the game, maybe even still the best, over Mike Bantam, and then you can run Billy Knight with a duo with Mike Bantam, and I think he becomes a better shooting guard than Ray Allen. So a lot of tricky things you guys can do there. For me personally, I think for now, I'm gonna just leave it like this, but honestly, I think that duo might actually be a little bit better. And then for the backup power forward position, me personally, I do think Giannis is actually the 3rd best power forward behind D-Rob and KG. But after that, I think he's easily the 3rd best power forward. And he's just going to bring some more defense and height, to go alongside Ray Allen. Like, I think this bench is unbelievably good for your bench. Like, I mean, this could be someone's starting lineup, and you can make an argument that this could be the best starting lineup in the game. Obviously T-Mac's a lot better than Ray Allen, and Yao's just like glitchy compared to D-Rob. But other than those 2 positions, you can make an argument like Ben Simmons is better than Magic. You can make an argument LeBron's better than Mike Bantam, and you can make an argument that Giannis is better than KG. So honestly, this team's so well-rounded. I think both of these lines are absolutely unbelievable, and this is obviously going to be the best possible team besides that one situation where I go with like Billy Knight over Ray Allen. I think that's my only kind of like thing I'm kind of still deciding on. Everything else I think is set in stone. Magic Johnson, Ben Simmons as the 2 point guards. I think that's pretty obvious to me. The 2 centers are Yao Ming and D-Rob. 2 power forwards, KG and Giannis. Small forwards, it will be Mike Bantam and LeBron. It just really comes down, do you run the duo with Billy Knight and Mike Bantam off the bench, or do you keep Ray Allen off the bench next to LeBron and Ben Simmons? So let me know what you guys would do in the comment section down below, and let me know what you guys would change about the overall squad. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video and it did help you guys out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.